Chula Vista Senior Roundtable. We have two very special guests who are some of our Norman Park regular members, but also some outstanding volunteers. Today we have Kevin and Connie Criswell, and we're going to be speaking with them regarding Meals on Wheels, but all of their volunteer work that they're doing throughout San Diego County. Kevin and Connie, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Aaron.
No problem. So let's talk Meals on Wheels. You guys have been true volunteers, especially during COVID time when we saw how much of a demand there was. Seniors were asked to stay at home, stay away from their family and friends and loved ones, but they still needed their essentials and some meals just to keep going. So let's talk Meals on Wheels. For those that are not, maybe heard the name, not too familiar with the service, let's let everybody know at home what Meals on Wheels does every single day.
Okay, Meals on Wheels delivers 6 days a week. They actually, on Saturday, if the people want meals on Sunday, they will actually deliver a meal for Sunday on Saturday. The service is available to anyone 50 years of age or older. It is theoretically a nationwide service. It is very well represented here in San Diego County. We have several distribution points. The one here in the South Bay is here at Norman Park Center. Connie started 9 years ago, and which was actually before I retired. And after I retired and I'd had open heart surgery, I needed to get out and get busy again and be active, and so I started joining her. She and I do it together 2 days a week, and I do one of the routes that we do again on another day, on Wednesday.
There's a lot of people, grandparents, that are taking care of their kids, grandkids.
And so it's a very important service. But let's talk about some of the things that we probably don't realize in doing this service. We're delivering meals. These are homebound seniors. These are individuals that have been asked to stay home for their own safety. I followed you guys around on the route, and we had a lot of fun. The way they're greeting you at the door, you are somebody that they look forward to seeing. Let's share with everyone. You guys have become friends to those individuals you're delivering to. They look forward to it.
What you saw with us delivering is typical, but it is also atypical in the fact that there are certain protocols that we are supposed to be following because of COVID. We're not supposed to have any physical contact. We're not supposed to enter anybody's residence, be putting the meals on a chair or a table that is set outside the door and they're supposed to get it, or put it in a bag and hang it on the doorknob. In the case of some of our seniors, they're not able to come to the door for certain reasons. Physical handicaps, being very deaf, like one of our...
Yeah, hard of hearing, that they don't hear the doorbell.
They can't hear the doorbell. Typically, we know which ones are gonna be able to come to the door. Those that are deaf, sometimes it's a matter of calling them first and letting them know. It's also a wellness check. We ask them, how you doing? Are you doing okay? Any problems? This is one of the essential things. And it gives them some physical contact between the outside world. And some of them, the Meals on Wheels volunteer may be the only person they see that day. Sometimes it's very quick. We just drop the meal off. Sometimes we spend 2 to 5 minutes talking with them.
It's interesting talking to some of them, because what you're seeing is like a 95-year-old woman that is ailing and not doing well, but then as you're talking to her and you see pictures on the wall, she used to be with the senior volunteer patrol, and she didn't quit till she was 90. So to see her there in uniform as a helping police officer, and then all of a sudden you see this old lady is kind of And then that gives you an open to converse with them.
Yeah.
And you can see a light in their eyes when they do that.
But I see how much fun you two are having. And it's something that you guys can do together twice a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm sure not only are they looking forward to it, but it really seemed to me that you guys are looking forward to the day that you
Yeah.
volunteer. And the benefits are beyond giving them a meal. You mentioned a wellness check. There's so many situations in a family where maybe the kids are living somewhere else and mom and dad stayed in San Diego or in Imperial Beach, Chula Vista, and they want to make sure that mom and dad is taken care of. So maybe it's them making sure that the service is there, but they know that they can count on this service. That's extremely important, especially during COVID time. And that's what I wanted to touch on next was the time that you guys are putting in, the importance of it, especially right now since March of last year. And we're circling around now a year
Right.
that we've
It's
been
been a
dealing
year.
with this. And it's been tough, but it's these programs that stuck to it. And we want to be able to tell the viewers at home how fun it could be, you know. But for you guys, how important is it for you? I know we've talked about how important it is for those that are receiving the meal, but let's talk about what are the benefits as a volunteer that you guys can share?
When I started 9 years ago, it was something to look forward for me. It was nice to be able to give my time, but yet it's not something that I felt tied down to.
Yeah.
It was something that, as you said, I look forward to. And you get to know the people, you talk to them, and it's always interesting. As I said before about this woman, and some of them were in the military, and you just can't picture this older person being a soldier,
Sure.
but you know, they all had lives, and it's interesting to talk to them.
Yeah.
And interestingly enough, it's one of those things where we have basically served our community since our kids were little. I mean, yes, when our kids were there, we were active with their school PTA. Since we have sons, it was Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts, which was kind of natural for me because I'm an Eagle Scout, and it's been what I call a lifetime of service. One of the things was that, and we've both been active with our church, been on various boards in our church.
Several of the clients that we are delivering to now, we know through the Imperial Beach Methodist Church when we moved down here 40-something years ago. So it's nice to see them again and knowing that they're well. One of those clients is a friend, and she will be 100 in October. Yeah.
Connie has her special thing that she's currently president of the Imperial Beach Women's Club Evening Division.
That's how I got to know Connie.
Yes.
Commonly known as the Night Owls.
Yeah.
It gives us a good feeling to check on these people, to see that they're well. It's a way for us to get out of the house, say, hey, we got to get up. It would be so easy to lay there in bed until noon, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, get up, go back to bed at 4 or 5. But
Yeah.
that's one of the things, and our working years that we needed an outlet. Meals on Wheels has provided that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of volunteers that have been doing this for 15 years, 20 years, 25 years.
I've met a couple of very nice ladies that volunteer, and one we now play cards with, I do. And she's become a very dear friend. So, you know, there's so much. Right now during COVID, the mobile home parks that we deliver to, they're not having the activities. The bingo, celebrating St. Patrick's Day. They're not having that, so they aren't going anywhere.
Right.
And that was that one little distraction every month.
Right.
So,
You guys received the 2019 Mayor Achievement Award down in Imperial Beach
Yes.
for your work with Meals on Wheels. Congratulations. I was able to attend that night. It was a very special night.
It wasn't just us, it was all of the volunteers that
Right.
actually live down in Imperial Beach, which we do.
And I know you guys don't do it for the pat on the back.
No.
But it is the least, I think the community is responding to you, letting you know how important it is, how much
Yes.
they appreciate it. And we keep mentioning COVID. COVID changed the entire world. It changed our community. It changed the way we saw how seniors are dealing with things. We saw how technology was in the way, how there is a technology gap. But I wanted to finish up with maybe some words from you both. When we talk about isolation was an issue before. It went exponential when COVID hit. Because
definitely.
you have no contact with people.
Right.
A lot of seniors don't know how to Zoom call. So they're so limited. They're out of touch with the world because of social
Yes.
media. What are some recommendations, some advice? What are some things that you guys can share with us so that we can pass that message along to those that are stuck at home? What are some things that you guys can help us echo to them?
Well, if you can and you want to, volunteer for one route a week on Meals on Wheels. It means you're going to have to set aside 3 to 3.5 hours one day a week. And if you need Meals on Wheels, you can call. There is a phone number here for the South Bay. Very important. Meals on Wheels is a very economical service. I need to let the professionals that are the paid people with Meals on Wheels explain all of the ins and outs to it, but they have a very wide variety of meals. They have specific dietary needs. They have renal-friendly meals. They have the dinners can either be brought to you frozen or they can be brought to you hot. They have a very nutritious lunch. You can elect to get a meal, a dinner and a lunch both. It comes with a drink. Generally the choice is water, milk, juice. They have soy milk. So there's the possibilities there that I know the only real minimum requirement is that you do have to receive 3 days a week. There is a small setup fee for the first time for somebody that is going to receive. The overall county number for San Diego is 1-800-4SENIOR, but the local number is 619-420-2782.
something to add to this, if you're a couple sitting at home, not doing anything, this is an excellent way to get out and spend time together
Absolutely.
and make new friends.
That's right. You'll be playing cards in no time.
Right.
Well, we want to thank Kevin and Connie for joining us today. Two very youthful volunteers, and you heard it from them. I think the secret to maintaining that is getting out and providing a service to the community, however which way you can. But if you don't see them delivering meals, I will tell you that they will be singing here at Norman Park Senior Center because they are part of our Singing Seniors group. And we're going to be getting ready to open here very soon now that our vaccine rollout has really taken stride here. But we want to thank you both for sharing your firsthand approach on how you deal with volunteerism and Meals on Wheels. It's such an important service. Again, that number is 619-420-2782. If you need service, know somebody who needs that service, that is the number you need to call. And these two fine volunteers might be delivering the meal to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Kevin and Connie, and we'll see you next time on our senior.